Just want to do a quick video here on another FT-707 I've got here, and I've just plugged in the power supply here. Normally on the bench here I've got a power 707 that sits up there, so I've just taken that off and put the power supply in here. It works alright. Anyway, I've just got on the receive and just on 40, and this came in with a very interesting problem. You sort of be sitting here on the band, and you sort of be listening on say 7120. It'd be there for a few seconds, and sort of sit there for a few seconds, and then you'd sort of jump up in frequency. It wouldn't jump up; it'd rapidly move up in frequency by, about 1 kilohertz or so, and then back down below 1 kilohertz, and then back sort of flutter around there. And sometimes it'd stabilize again, and then very bizarre. So, well, geez, like getting it out, the VFO out was the first big problem, and then it was supplying power to this guy. Excuse the chickens. Then it was supplying power to this guy, and also making sure that we had the correct voltages. Because 9 out of 10 times, the VFO isn't the problem. This unit isn't the problem. The problem is supply circuit in here. The 8-volt regulator not regulating. It's creating dirty making a dirty output. Or the voltage feeding the variac, the diode for the clarifier is all off, or we're not loading it right. There's something that's dragging it down. There's a buffer stage that's shorted further on, but not in this FT-707. It was actually the VFO. So I'll pull this apart. So here's inside the AC VFO, and you can see I've just pulled this cover off. Now I was only holding it on with 2 screws. So that's obviously our tuning caps under there, another tuning cap here, and this up here. I'm gonna align this. That's adjust this little guy down here before I forget. Actually, no, I can do it from up here. So never mind. I'll do it when it's all in circuit. I'll talk about that later if I get around to it. So you might be going, if you look at normal VFOs, they've got this big brown goo all over here, and well, this is it here. And it goes hard, after time, and that I'm not sure. It must become a bit conductive over time. It's enough to sort of cause it to drift and do funny stuff. So basically, take some of the components off it. You can take all the resistors off because you know their value. You can measure their value. Be careful with the transistors. You might lose the labeling on them if you are doing this. And the capacitors, I would leave them on. But if you pull the resistors out, it's normally enough to sort of get the screwdriver in here and sort of pry it out, clean it out. Anyway, that's an all-day job. Unless you got some what do they call it, the alcohol, the nail remover, that stuff. I can't think of the name, but just got to be careful with these with these inductors, with that sort of stuff. But just to sort of loosen the glue, it works fine. Anyway, I obviously have to unscrew this and unsolder it, and then sort of get it all off. And that took me a long time, and I've just sort of put it back together again now. I put it in and it all works. So yeah. So there you go. Not too often. I saw it online actually. Someone else had done it. So I think there is one other post on Facebook. I might even put this on Facebook. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to put this together, and then I'll sort of show you it, I think, when it's sort of running. So it's just on 40, and it's very strong, very stable.
Really suffocatingly hot. I thought, we might get something.
I'm just talking to Jeff. Listen to that. That's not even going anywhere. That's great. So there you go. I'm going to end this video now. I'm going to continue talking to Jeff. See ya.